Hello everybody. I want to welcome you to this commentary on Miami Ghost Tales behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes number 2. The first one is already up on YouTube as well as on my MySpace page, myspace.com/Kurt7574, and on that one you'll hear some eerie music and watching pictures of behind the scenes of the bookstore sequences, as well as some of the scenes of the school. What you're looking at right now in the behind the scenes number 2 is images that we production stills, and not necessarily production stills, but just behind the scenes stuff of shots inside the interior of Karen's home, which a lot happens in there. The ghost frequently makes attacks and that type of thing. And we have like one scene where we have a psychic come in and try to ascertain as to why the ghost is stalking this woman and that sort of stuff. We have cute pictures though of like Natalie McNeil, who plays the psychic, hanging out with the cats that were actually at that location. In one shot we actually had a cat just jump right into the scene, as I said, action. And we actually used that shot in the movie just because it just worked so well with a transition from another shot. And, you know, that's some of the cool stuff about filmmaking, is the happy accidents that happen where it just happens and you just have this amazing breakthrough creatively. We also have some shots that take place at the seance at Trevor's house, and some behind-the-scenes stuff there of people getting ready. Natalie, one of the actresses who plays the psychic, she's getting ready and laughing and having a good time, reading the script, studying the script. All the other actors at the location just ready to rock and roll. Estefani Crespo, Susan Pissell, Briggs Willis, just all sorts of quirky actors as well, like Jeff Barton, who played the Debbie Gibson stalker, of all things. And once you see the movie, you'll understand the whole Debbie Gibson stalker thing, because you know, we have people in real life who just go to great lengths to loving their fans, and he's particularly a fan of Debbie Gibson, for why we do not know yet. And but yeah, so you know, these are just, you know, behind the scenes clips. Shots of just random stuff, me talking on the phone, my DP falling asleep, all these things that are happening while we're just waiting to get to achieve our next shot and trying to light our next shot. And a lot of it is just, it seems like a lot of it just looks like we're just hanging around waiting for something to happen. And from the outsider looking in, I mean, there is a lot of that. But when you're in the focal point of trying to say, okay, what happens in each shot, every shot has to be carefully designed, and that takes a while. There's a lot of there's just a lot that goes into making sure that everything is right for each shot, because it goes to the next shot, which goes to the next scene, which goes to the scene before it and after it. I mean, it's so overwhelming. And when you're doing an independent film like this, where I think our shoot schedule was like 26 days, which isn't a lot of time to shoot a movie at all. Actually, we're working on another film right now where our shoot day is going to come to about 20 days, which, I mean, that's even shorter. And that was an 85-page script, and this was an 88-page script, so go figure. It really has to do with how much you think you can get done realistically, how far away your locations are. In an independent film like this, I mean, we couldn't build the sets, so we actually had to go to these locations and get it all done. But there's just so much detail to it. You never know what you're going to get out of each day, and it's really a matter of pacing yourself and really understanding how much you're going to be able to get realistically from your actors, because remember, they just can't go on just one take and be perfect. Sometimes you go maybe 4 or 5 takes on a particular actor, and that drains the other actors who are there as well, waiting for their close-up. So, you know, you're really trying to get as much out of the day as possible, and it really is an 80 by 20 rule. 80 by 20 meaning that you're spending 80% of your time only achieving 20% of what you need. And although as a filmmaker you try not to do that, it's sometimes inevitable on certain days. Other days you're going to be batting 100, which is fantastic when those days come. But realistically, there's always going to be something there that basically prevents you from getting stuff as fast as possible, whether it be makeup, whether it be hair, whether it be the weather itself. You're always going up an anthill, and it's like the worst anthill you could ever possibly imagine. But when you get on the opposite side of that anthill, which is coming up for us very soon, we're having the premiere of Miami Ghost Tale. I really shouldn't call it a premiere because it's more of a friends and family night. But anyone that wants to come from YouTube or MySpace, they're welcome to come. It's going to be at Cinema Paradiso in Fort Lauderdale on May 2nd at 7:30 p.m. And if you'd like to come, just let me know. Just either email me here at the YouTube or email me at the MySpace page, and I'll totally get your head count and know that you're coming, and so I know to save a seat for you. And it's free. It comes with free popcorn. So, what more can you want? You're watching a free movie and you got your bag of popcorn and you're good to go. But yeah, this is the payoff. This is what Paul McCartney always talked about, being on the Beatles and being just a musician in general, which is like you're out there and you're out there and you're out there and you're fighting and you're fighting and you're fighting to get the song done and get everything achieved that you need, which to translate to movies is the exact same thing. I mean, you're out there and you're fighting and you're fighting and you're fighting, and then when in Paul McCartney's case when you hear the album, but in our case when you have a date that's up and coming, like the premiere, or when you get to that point where you've got DVD distribution, I mean, that's when you really start feeling like this is the payoff. This is what you fought for. And I can't wait to see the response and see what people think of the film. It's very different from anything I've really done before because it's a cross between a coming-of-age story and a ghost story, which a lot of people right now are just scratching their heads going, huh? Okay. But, that's what it is, and I'm really happy with it, and I'm really pleased by the amount of time that we put into it, because we didn't rush into this in terms of the post-production. The production itself was very chaotic, but the post-production, we really took our time with it. We really wanted to make sure that everything was perfect, and we're still doing that. Right now it's in the sound engineering part. We're about 20 days from a premiere, and we're still, fine-tuning everything so that, when the time comes, it's just, you're going to hear it like you've never heard well, at least for me, like I've never heard one of my movies before, because it's the first time I've really been in that level where I'm getting a sound remixing unlike I've had before, where it could be ready for broadcasting if someone wanted to broadcast this on Sci-Fi Channel or something. It's ready and it's available, and so that's why we took our time with it. And I can't wait for people to see the makeup, see the special effects shots, meet the characters, because there's a lot of quirky people out there. Right now, I don't know if this is in sync with what you guys are watching, but right now I'm looking at shots of me and Talia, who plays the unfortunate girl that constantly gets taken advantage of by her stepmother. But anyways, that's it. Time is up, and I hope you like what you're seeing here, and hopefully you'll come to the premiere, and if not, just give me a shout out, and looking forward to hearing from you. All right.